'Tis the season to be generous, and generous amounts of gifts are pouring in for American service personnel in the Gulf. CNN's Mike Capps reports the givers range from the rich to the famous, and the offerings from cookies to cologne.
Arnold Schwarzenegger did not show up in Saudi Arabia. He did send 9 weight machines and 2 exercise bikes, a famous actor and bodybuilder's way of saying Merry Christmas. Not to be outdone, a California-based executive airline catering to wealthy business travel. Airline employees began collecting gifts for the troops less than 2 weeks ago. Executives say they don't want publicity, so we won't mention the airline's name.
We happen to cater to corporations that hadn't had the opportunity to give things before. They don't want any publicity out of this at all either.
Okay, so we won't mention the company's names either, but they did themselves proud. And the gifts are L.A. Glitz. 5,000 pounds of men's and women's skin moisturizer, 5,000 Dick Tracy movie videos, and dozens of bottles of high-dollar cologne. In all, 15 tons of Christmas cheer.
We have 20,000 cookies. We have some basketballs from the NBA autograph. We have some footballs from the NFL. We have a couple of large packages of Frisbees.
Airline officials heard about a critical need for reading material, so pilots passed out the latest news from home. The next step, making sure the goodies get in the hands of soldiers.
We've been working closely with the Defense Logistics Agency, and we're also working with the USO in Bahrain to deliver those, and I think they'll get out there.
One problem remains. Airline employees collected more gifts than the airplane could hold. So within the next few days, the airline will send another plane with yet another load of Christmas gifts for the troops. Mike Capps, CNN, Saudi Arabia.
Just yesterday, we told you about a plane load of gifts that left LAX bound for Saudi Arabia. As Gary Matsumoto reports, many of those presents are already in the hands of military personnel stationed in Saudi Arabia.
Santa's arriving in style this year, his sleigh with several extra 1,000 pounds of thrust. The Santas here are wearing blue suits instead of red. In fact, here in Muslim Saudi Arabia, it's unusual for Santa to be making an appearance at all. It's Operation Desert Cheer. The luxury commercial airline service, MGM Grand Air, has organized an airlift of Christmas presents for the soldiers.
We decided we should do something for the troops, and one thing led to another, so we put it together. We started this 13 days ago, and we're delivering 15 tons of gifts today. We have some footballs from the NFL. We have a couple of large packages of Frisbees, plenty of reading material, audio cassettes, video cassettes. We have on board lots of books, many books.
The executive business class compartment on board this plane, all upholstered in leather, has been turned into a temporary cargo hold. The seats are jammed with gift-wrapped CD and cassette players. The overhead compartments jammed with an estimated 20,000 chocolate chip cookies. Deep in the desert, Santa may not have arrived, but the mailman has.
Oh, Christmas presents. Come on, she shouldn't have. It's not Christmas yet. My Nikes. My Nikes.
Perhaps the best present of all is simply mail.
Yeah, it's great to get mail, you know, keep in touch of what's going on. My wife is pregnant now, twins. She's due any day, so she keeps me informed of what's going on.
Christmas is being celebrated here, but out of sight, even out in the desert. Soldiers may have put up Christmas trees, but they're the size of table lamps, and even then, they're being kept behind securely lashed tent flaps. Gary Matsumoto for Channel 4 News, Eastern Saudi Arabia.